when everybody is against you or don't believe in you no more. It's a lonely feeling. Oh, it hurts very badly. I know what that's like. They look at you with that look and say, why don't you try something else? Why don't you give up?
Get away from these people that's in your life that ain't doing nothing. Get away from people in your life that's hating. Get away from them. Get away from them. If you take an oak tree seed and you put it in a 2-foot pot, that seed will never become the oak tree that oak trees are capable of becoming, because it's gonna get stifled by the 2-foot pot. Now check this out. Ain't nothing wrong with the seed. The seed just fell prey to the environment. Don't you allow your environment to dictate the oak tree that you become.
Anytime you move from being normal to trying to be exceptional, people aren't gonna like that shit. Those normal people, it makes them feel like shit, so they're gonna judge you.
And that's why every true leader, they're called weird, they're called eccentric. When you do the things of real leadership, you're gonna be called strange. Get strong enough in your own skin that when people laugh at you or when they throw stones at you, you keep on going.
I respect any motherfucker that wakes up every day and work their ass off to live their life and lifestyle. Clubbing, partying, hanging out, that ain't for me. I'm gonna be out here running in the hot sun, practicing. While everybody else is clubbing and hanging out, you got your focus right.
Don't expect people to understand you. Don't expect it to make sense to anybody why you've got to do this, why you have got to go, why you leave. This is a good job. I'm going. They pay you well. I'm going. Why? I don't understand. You don't have to. I'm going for me. This is something I have got to do. How are you going to make it? I don't know, but I will. The universe responds to the man or woman that refuses to be denied, because that is your commitment. That business that you want, that book you want to write, that dream that you have of controlling your destiny, that is yours. That's available to you. But you've got to be willing to stand there and face disappointment, not have support, be lonely, doubt yourself sometimes, be rejected again and again and again, become bankrupt if necessary, again and again and again, and refuse to turn around until life gives it up. Life will always be, to a large extent, what you make it, not what circumstances will make of it, not what other people will make of it, not what other people say it will be, not what the environment will try and dictate to you, but what you make of your life. So when you're uncommon, get ready for the criticism. When you're uncommon, get ready for the opposition. When you're uncommon, get ready for the common people not to understand you. If I decided to experience the fear of rejection, the fear of no, the fear of failure, the fear of standing by myself, the fear of people not liking me, what else is available? Of taking a chance, a fear of losing it all, what else is available to me? People are gonna think you're crazy. You don't have nothing but lint in the corner of your pocket. You out here talking about living your dream. And people laughing at you, and they're doubting you. It takes guts, ladies and gentlemen. But let me tell you, I believe in revenge like Frank Sinatra. He said the best revenge is massive success.
Instead of killing them with kindness, torture them with success.
Everyone needs an alarm. You see, the alarm is something that goes off to remind you that it's time. It's time for you to get up. It's time for you to go after. It's time for you to make your presence known. You've rested long enough. You slept long enough. You have taken too long of a time out. The alarm has sounded. You see, life is going to pass us by if we sit here idly. You've got to get out of bed. You've got to get up, and you've got to dress your mindset before you dress your body. You've got to be able to look in the mirror and walk down those truths. You've got to be able to speak to yourself and say, it's time. I've got to evict out every negative thought, every nervous fear. You got to speak to yourself in such a way that you can believe it when no one else believes in you. You got to be able to say to yourself, I know that I am more than I was yesterday.
Do you realize that every day you thought you wasn't gonna make it? Do you remember them days where you thought it was absolutely unbearable and you thought you wasn't gonna endure that one? Do you know that your survival rate for every last one of them bad days is 100%? You survived every hater, you survived all the evictions, you survived the firings, you survived all the trouble you ever been in. Your survival rate is 100%.
You got to learn to let the past go so you can grow. Many people never act on their dreams because they allow their past experiences to determine what their possibilities are. Whatever you've done in the past, that's not a reflection of your possibilities. That's just a reflection of your consciousness. That's just a reflection of your development and your growth. The future is unfolding for you right now. The future is unlimited for you right now. No one knows where you can go. No one knows what you're capable of or what's possible for you.
Be able to say to yourself, I know that I am more than I was yesterday. I know that I'm becoming more. I know that I'm developing greatness. I know that I've got value. I know that I've got something I can bring to the table. I know that I'm made of more than what anybody else can see.
Can you be weak and strong at the same time? Yes, but I say be strong. Train your physical strength and exercise your mental strength by doing the right things, the hard things. The things you know you're supposed to do. Do them. And be as strong as you can, mentally, physically, and emotionally, for yourself, for your team, for your family. Hold the line and be strong.
Before we know it, we become something that we're not. And so many people in this world, they're living a life that's not theirs. And what I mean by that is that they're living a life that someone else gave them. They're living a life that pain gave them. They're living a life that depression gave them. They're living a life that a failed dream gave them. And they end up becoming that. That is not your identity, people. You gotta get back to the core of your being. You gotta get back to yourself.
But when you decide what's most important to you, your brain goes after it. If you don't know exactly what you want, or you let yourself get beyond that to something general, you're not going to achieve it. Clarity is power. The more clear you are about exactly what it is you want, the more your brain knows how to get there.
When you walk in, your essence, your presence, your impact walks in that room. You are a threat from the moment you got up to the moment you cross over to the line. When you come out of the tunnel, when you step into the ring, you have been a threat, you will be a threat, and there is an announcement that has been said over your life long before you realize it, where God said, this is my beloved son, my daughter, my child, and something great is in you. But until you realize just how great you are, you can't perform at that level.
When it feels scary to jump, Ian, that is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life. And that I can't do.
Is instead of saying my sacrifices were rejected, so my hard work, my effort, everything that I'm doing to try and move forward, it's not working. And if you want to go towards hell, you keep saying, well, it's not working, but it's because of everyone else. They're rejecting me. They're not accepting what I've done. Whereas if you say to yourself, oh, it didn't work. Okay, it's my fault. What can I do better? And that's how you start moving in the other direction.
Don't give up. Don't let the world get you down. When it does get you down, get up and write what you want out of your life, and don't fucking stop. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no vacation. You get up every fucking day, you look in the mirror, and you tell that mirror, I'm a bad motherfucker.